Hello, Mana here, and today we're going to be casting our votes for the 2023 VTuber Awards hosted by Fillian. And yeah, I don't really normally do anything like this, just trying something a little different. Nothing too crazy or anything, but I don't know, I thought it might be interesting. And I'll probably do the Game Awards as well, so... But yeah, just trying something, just going to jump straight into it, ramble a bit probably. I really don't know if this will be interesting or not, so feedback appreciated. And yeah, just hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching. Yeah, welcome to the first annual VTuber Awards hosted by Fillian. The award show will feature VTubers of all sizes across numerous categories from any platform and any language. Already logged in, so all good there. Select the VTuber that you feel best fits each category. You don't need to pick for all categories, feel free to skip. For more details about the voting process, visit the FAQ. You can change your votes as many times as you want by resubmitting your choices. Sounds good. I haven't really looked over these, I scanned the first couple just to have a look, but yeah, I don't know. I won't be familiar with everyone and, you know, all them caveats, but I don't know, just a bit of fun, you know. Okay, starting with the best music VTuber. The VTuber that creates the best music-oriented content. We have Nimune. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I usually hear her referred to as Numi, so... Yes, and Mori Calliope, Oshimachi Suisei, and I'm not familiar with the bottom one. Abakatia Cat. Oh, that's got to be wrong. My apologies. But yeah, I think just Mori for that one. I quite like her music. I haven't really heard anything from Numi. I'm familiar with the VTuber, but I don't think I've ever heard her music. Suisei is also, she's a really good singer. But I quite like a lot of Mori's songs, Callie's songs. Yeah, I was actually listening to a few earlier. I like her cover of, what is it, Internet Yamaro? Yeah, it's pretty solid. Yeah, I've actually listened to quite a bit of her music. It's good. Yeah. Alright, Callie it is. Good start. Oh yeah, you can just click skip. We'll try and do them all, but we'll see how we go. The best art VTuber. The best VTuber creating art-oriented content such as graphic design, digital art, animations, and more. Let's see. Yeah, for the ones I'm not familiar with, I'm just, you know, apologies in advance if I go bad with your names. Assuming there's Uniho. I'm not familiar with her. Ina, Annie, and Yoklash. I'm not familiar with these two. I guess that's kind of the thing that's awkward about some of these votings, like, because it's hard to sort of pick the best if you're only familiar with a couple, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. I think I have to go with Annie. I like her artwork. Yeah, I've probably seen the most of hers. I know Ina's like a really good drawer and like good in general. But I've probably seen more of Annie's, and I like her style. She has some good stuff. You know, she designed Neuro and all that, so yeah, I think we'll go with Annie. Best FPS Vtuber. Your favorite VTuber to watch playing FPS games such as Valorant, Overwatch, and Call of Duty. Okay. So we've got Selen, Fruit, Shu Yamino. Not familiar with Shu. And Botan. I don't really have much to say on this one. I think I'll just go with Selen. Yeah. I haven't really seen much. I'm familiar with Fruit, but I haven't really seen much of her content. I really like Botan. Did I say Botan? Botan? Either way, I do like her, but yeah, I'd go with Selen, I think. She seems cool. And I've probably seen the most of her. I feel like that's actually going to be a theme for a lot of people voting on this, isn't it? It's more about like who you've seen the most of. Because there's a hell of a lot of people doing VTubing these days, so yeah. Best Minecraft VTuber. Your favorite VTuber to watch playing Minecraft. Alright. Got Fauna, Henya the Genius, Kayla, and Pomu. Okay. I think if we'll go to by watching, I like Henya, she's cool. I do respect Kayla's grind though. She's yeah, she's at the insane grind levels of gaming, so I respect the hell out of that. But Henya's very entertaining. So, sounds good. Best roleplay / AMR VTuber. I really don't care for that kind of content. Nothing wrong with it, just not my thing at all. So I guess I'll just kind of pick who I like the most. I feel like that probably makes sense, right? So what do we got? Fauna, Cottontail, Cinder, and Vox. Not a fan of Vox. I think Fauna. I like Fauna. I'm not as I am familiar with Cottontail. but I haven't really seen much of her content, and I've heard of Cinder, but not familiar. Man, this really is going to be a pattern with this, isn't it? But as I said, I didn't know how this would go. It's just, you know, something to do, something to try. Best Just Chatting / Zatsu VTuber, the VTuber that excels in creating engaging and entertaining conversations with their fans, socializing, reacting, etc. And we got Shy Lily, Kiara, Matara Khan, and Gosegu. I'm not familiar with Gosegu, and apologies if I'm getting your name incorrect. I like Kiara, but I think for that cat I'd have to go with Shy Lily. She's really easygoing and she seems cool. Best Tech VTuber, the VTuber pushing the boundaries of VTubing tech to the new limits. We have Vettel. Okay, well, that's kind of... Yeah, I go Vettel and Neuro. I guess he is the tech side of it, so... yeah, Zentreya, Melody, and CodeMiko. So... I'm not sure with Zentreya and Melody. I wouldn't have really thought of them as being tech VTubers. I don't mean that like a bad way or anything. It's just not really... Because like Zentreya, it's really only like the TTS that is like the difference for her, right? Like I know she has a bunch of models and she's definitely like hardworking and she seems like a good person from what I've seen. So I don't mean like in any bad way when I'm saying I don't think of it as tech VTuber, but like... Isn't sort of the TTS side of her thing really the only thing that would be different tech-wise than most VTubers? I was kind of thinking the same with Melody. Like I don't know what about her as a tech VTuber. Like, because I feel like that makes with like Vettel and CodeMiko, I feel like that makes more sense. Where like it's like they seem more like they're like on the development side and pushing tech forward side. Whereas I feel like the middle two are more like utilizing tech. But I'd have to go with Vettel. Yeah, I mean, he's done a great job with Neuro and Evil Neuro. It's, yeah, like he's done a really good job. Like tech, like there's the tech side of it obviously, but also like the results side, which is they have both genuinely become like very entertaining on their own. They're very successful as AI VTubers. And he's like found success in himself doing it as well, kind of combining it all. Like, yeah, I think he's done a great job. CodeMiko is obviously very good in that area too. She's made some really cool stuff with her more. I think she uses Unity. Maybe it's, no, don't quote me on that. But yeah, her tag is definitely impressive. Yeah, what Zentreya does and everything's really awesome. But like, I guess tech doesn't come to mind because, I mean, I don't know. Did she develop the TTS software she uses or? Because if she did, that's awesome. I don't know, I guess for these two, they seem more like they utilize tech rather than pushing tech forward, which Vettel and CodeMiko do. Well, yeah, we'll go with that. Funniest VTuber. The VTuber's humor and wit consistently leave you in stitches. Kuro Kuranai. Oh, that name sounds familiar, but I'm drawing a blank. Have Zentreya again. Chibidoki and Murder Crumpet. That's an interesting name. I'm not familiar with Murder Crumpet. It sounds familiar, but I can't place it. I'd have to go with Chibidoki. She's chaotic. I haven't seen anything of hers in a while, but yeah, I have to go with Chibi. Most chaotic. Oh, speaking of chaotic, most chaotic VTuber. The VTuber brings the most unpredictable and entertaining chaos. Kobo Kanaru, Chibidoki, Tricky Wee, Pippa Pipkin. Ooh. Tough one. Not familiar with the third. Ooh, that's a tough one. I feel like for me, it's got to be Chibidoki or Pippa. I feel like Chibidoki wins. Like, if it's talking chaotic, if the word was like crazy, I'd probably go Pippa. In a good way. But since it's chaotic, I'd have to go with Chibi. League of Their Own. That's an interesting category. This VTuber is always doing something creative and new, setting themselves apart from others with unique content. Oh, Zentreya's getting quite a few like nominations. That's cool. Yeah, I do like her. I've never really watched her content like specifically, but she has like quite a lot of models and odd models as well. Like she seems to reinvest and is creative and hardworking and stuff. And a few things like the more drama-related stuff that's happened over the years. She's kind of stood out as being on the better side of some things. Yeah, we have Onigiri, Fuwamoko, Zentrea, and Hosho Marine. Oh, that's tough. They're all very, very different. Onigiri does like cooking VTubing thing, which is very cool. Fuwamoko, they're definitely unique. They definitely fit this category, that's for sure. Oh, this is actually a tough one. I feel like Hosho Marine, I really like her content too. But I feel like in terms of really setting themselves apart, I feel like I'd have to go with Onigiri. Like when I think of the specifically set themselves apart, like while all of them do, I think the fact that she has like the cooking show focus thing where she, I'm not sure exactly how her setup works, because like you can see her VTube model, but then you actually see her real hands and the bench and stuff. Like it's a really cool setup, so yeah, go with that. But they all definitely stand out in their own way. Yeah. Hidden Gem. Bring attention to a VTube with less than 100 average viewers this year so that everyone can see what they're missing. That's a tough one, isn't it? Because I haven't heard of any of them. And like, even if they're doing really well, I feel like the majority of people are voting won't have heard of them, because that's kind of the purpose of this category. But to get an idea of people, it's not like you can just go and watch like a clip and understand them. I think I'd have to skip on this one. I think that's most fair. That's I would like to be able to vote on that, but I just really wouldn't know how to judge it. Rising Star. This VTuber has shown outstanding growth throughout the year and demonstrates great potential for the future. Enya the Genius, Cinder, Baby Ruthless, Camilla. Oh, I'm also just remembering, I said I wasn't that familiar with Cinder, I just remembered who they were. I'm still not that familiar, but I wasn't thinking of who they were before, actually, I think. This is a tough one. I feel like I'm also not familiar with Baby Ruthless, by the way. I feel like Henya in many ways, but I feel like Rising Star is more like a newer thing, whereas Henya, she's not really new. She's kind of more new as Henya, and damn, she's definitely rising. She's doing amazing. But I feel like she's had like a bigger rise. I don't know. If you're counting her just as Henya, somewhat more, but I feel like I'd have to go with Camilla. Yeah, if Henya like started as Henya, I would probably pick Henya. But thinking specifically for this, I feel like I'd go with Camilla. Wait, it's Camilla, right? Not Camilla? Well, I already apologize in advance for names. Miss VTuber. The VTuber whose fashion sense is trendy as their content. I don't really know how to judge that. So we've got Silvervale, Iron Mouse, Amelie, and Alira Pandora. I don't really know how to judge this one. Fashion sense. Because is that like literally like fashionable clothing, or like just like cool looking outfits? I don't really know how to judge that. Iron Mouse certainly has a lot of different models. Yeah, I'd probably go Iron Mouse, I guess. I don't know if it's a good answer, but just because I don't know. I don't know how to judge that very well. Like, I feel like what you like in a VTube model is going to vary a lot, the style and stuff. But Iron Mouse seems like she's always getting new models and, you know, changing up things and trying stuff, so yeah. Best Vtuber Org. Recognizing the collective of VTubers who work seamlessly together to create engaging and diverse content. Hololive, Nijisanji, VShoujo, and Idol. Idol's a interesting one to see there after some of the stuff that's come out the last couple of days and what's been happening. Not that it shouldn't be, I'm not as familiar, but there's been some stuff come out last couple of days that are still developing. But I feel like I'd have to go with Hololive. I feel like they honestly have like just a really good roster of people. Yeah, I'm probably like, in terms of like the amount of creators I'm familiar with, be most from Hololive, Vshouju and Nijisanji. Probably Vshouju more because there's less of them. I'm more familiar with the Ian side of Nijisanji. And they do have some talents I like, but I don't like the company itself. Seems like a pretty shitty company. And that's not reflective of the talents at all. I'm specifically talking the like upper management side of things. Vshouju is doing well lately though. They seem to be I think I have to go Hololive, yeah. They have a lot of creators I like. They are, yeah. They seem to be really good at picking people, honestly. Rising Vtuber Org, the Vtuber organization on their way to the top. Videri, Vchiban, Phase Connect, 3 AM. I'd have to go with Phase Connect, yeah. They have some unique talents we'll go with, but they seem to be doing really well. I'm less familiar with the others too, admittedly, but I feel like Phase Connect is they stand out in their own unique way. Their talents are all, we'll go with unique for the lack of yeah, that's fine. The Clipper, who curates and shares the best moments from VTuber streams. Low effort clips, Sakasandayo? Sakasan? Oh, is that like Sakasan Dayo? I'm assuming that's a Henya Clipper. Roach-chan, Cooksy. I'm assuming that's a Henya Clipper, I'm less familiar. Not familiar with Roach-chan. I feel like low effort clips are Cooksy. No, I think I'd have to go with Cooksy. I feel like they've done a really good job. Low effort clips too, I've seen a lot of them about, but yeah, I'd have to go with Cooksy. VTuber Parent of the Year. Recognizing the talented and creative individual or team responsible for crafting exceptional VTuber character models that bring unique and creative oh, okay. I didn't realize. I thought it was meaning the actual, like, parent. Yeah. I'd have to skip. Not familiar with any of them. Most dedicated fan base. Recognize the passionate and unwavering fan base who stands by their favorite VTuber. And a sip of coffee. Okay, so we have Guildies for Shoto, Chumbuds for Garagura, Noombas for Numi, Kindred for Vox. I'm not really familiar with Shoto or his fan base. I know who he is, I'm just not that familiar. I am quite familiar with Numi, like I've seen plenty of clips in that, but I'm not really familiar on the fan base side. I feel like I'd have to go Chumbuds. Yeah. Yeah. Because yeah, that's all good, okay. Best Philanthropic Event. Creating and celebrating charitable event or initiative that made a positive and lasting impact. Mika's 60-hour charity marathon. Victoria's BCRF charity stream. I'm not sure what BCRF is. Box Arkhama's Save charity stream. I'm not familiar with any of these events, so I'd have to go skip. I think that's, yeah. Best concert event. The best VTuber concert event stream this year. Connect the World, Candy Pop Explosion, Easter Guy Festival. I'm not familiar with any of them, unfortunately. Best streamed event. The best VTuber event streamed this year, which was not a concert, which was not a concert event. Okay, gotcha. I might have to skip this one as well, unfortunately. I am familiar with the Hololive Sports Festival and Iron Mouse Subathon, but I didn't really watch any of them, so... I do like the Hololive Sports Festival, it's a cool thing. That's I didn't actually watch any of it, so... I feel a bit weird voting that way. I know Iron Mouse Subathons are always very successful too. I think I gotta skip the, yeah. I think it's the fairest way when I haven't, yeah. Stream Game of the Year. Recognize the most beloved game for VTubers and fans alike to stream and watch over the past year. Only Up, Suika Game, Baldur's Gate 3, and Hollow Cure. Okay. Well, definitely not Suika. I mean, that's fine, but it just feels like one of them games that everyone just kind of jumped on because everyone else was doing it. It's not a bad, like, chatting game, I guess, but... yeah. Only Up, definitely made for some, like, entertaining clips. HoloCure. I feel like HoloCure definitely stands out, but I feel like that was, I mean, more people played it, but it felt like that was a bit more HoloLive, you know, kind of focused. These feel like they're kind of more broad. I feel like I'd have to go only up. I wouldn't say that's the best game there, but I feel like that definitely made for a lot of like fun streams for people, like the raging and getting frustrated and clipping, and but I feel like that stands out in that way for me. Definitely not the best game there, but yeah, because HoloCure is a really good game. Lewdtuber of the year. Recognize the VTuber fiercely explores more adult themes in their content. Beefy, Cottontail, Melody, and Saraway. I'd have to go with Melody on that one. I'm not like that familiar with all their content, but I am familiar with them all. I think I'd have to go with Melody on that one. Yeah, I'm not that familiar with Fifi's content. I often just have seen like her taking little anime clips, or I mean, sorry, hentai clips, and uploading them to YouTube basically. I'm sure she does a lot more than that. I'm saying that's kind of what I've seen of her, so it's kind of hard to get a good judgment there. Melody seems to do a lot though. Yeah, we'll go with that. Gamer of the year, the VTuber with exceptional gaming abilities that stand out from the rest. Reinho, Selen, Kazuha, Koseki Bijou. I'm gonna go with Bijou on that one. Bibu. She seems very like, she feels, I don't know, like hardworking in games, I guess. Like, she's someone who will like keep trying things over, but not get like angry in a bad way or anything. So there's nothing wrong with getting a little frustrated and stuff, but like, she seems to just have a really good attitude for it. Yeah. VTuber of the year. The best overall VTuber this year, their charisma, talent, dedication have made them stand out among all VTubers. Shiley, Yakuman Tabara Salome. I'm not familiar with them, I don't think. Usada Pecora? Iron Mouse. I really like Pecora, but obviously being Japanese, I've only really been able to experience most of her content through clippers and yeah, people have taken the time to subtitle. But she makes some very fun content. I also like she's also played some like JRPGs like Dragon Quest V and things on a stream, which is pretty awesome. I feel like it's between Shylily and Pecora for me. Like, I like Shylily, but most of the content I see from her is like just react stuff, like meme videos and things. Like that's most of what I ran into, or little clips. But she seems cool though. She's a very like easygoing person type of thing. I think I have to go Pecora though. She's very, you know, war criminal and all that, and it's played some JRPGs, which kind of considered like debuff content, I think, for a lot of them. Yeah, I think I'll go with Pecora. I don't know. I feel this is a hard one. Like, I feel like this category of all of them should probably be a longer list. But yeah, we'll go with Pecora, I think. Alright, that's voting done. I should have went back through. Is that gonna... What's that gonna do? We cool? Can I go this way now? I don't know if they submitted. Okay. Some confirmation would be good. But let's go up and just, yeah. Alright, so for best music VTuber, we went with Callie. For best art VTuber, we went with Annie. Best FPS VTuber, Selen. Best Minecraft VTuber, Henya the Genius. Best roleplay / AMR VTuber, which, yeah, not my type of content, but I like Fauna, so go with Fauna. Best just chatting / Zatsu VTuber, which are Shylily. Best tech VTuber, Vettel. Funniest VTuber, Chibidoki. I feel like this is also a category where I think you'd have a lot of people. Most chaotic VTuber, also Chibidoki. Like, I feel like these run together with her. League of Their Own VTuber, Onigiri, which, as I said, these all kind of stand out for me, but I think the cooking thing she does is it's very unique. It works really well. Skip the Hidden Gem because unfamiliar. Camilla for the Rising Star. Miss VTuber, fashion-wise, still a little mixed on how to go about that, but Iron Mouse for that one. Best VTuber Org, yeah, definitely Hololive there for me. I feel like VShojo is definitely on the rise in terms of being a more like respectable agency type of thing. Not that it's not that, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they're definitely getting better and better. Niji-Sanji's probably more up there for like individual talents, just not as a company. Idol I'm less familiar with, but Hololive seems to be a pretty good company. I haven't really heard like bad things coming out much. They certainly get much bigger splits on things than Niji-Sanji. Good talents, yeah. Rising Vtuber Org, yeah, Face Connect. Vtuber Clipper, Cooksy. I could sort of go between these a little bit, I think, but yeah, Cooksy is good. Vtuber Pair in there, yeah, not familiar with any of that. Most dedicated fan base, Chumbuds. Best philanthropic event, yeah, not familiar. Best concert, not familiar. Best streamed event, not familiar. Stream game of the year, yeah, only up. Yeah. Not like the best game ever, but I think in terms of content, clips, and everything, that was pretty solid. Lewdtuber of the year, yeah. Project Melody, which, yeah. I know this isn't my type of content, I don't really care for any of that, but, yeah, she seems to do a lot of stuff and hardworking and all that. Gamer of the year, Bijou. Yeah, she just has a really good attitude, I respect it. And then VTuber of the year, yeah, Pagora. Pagora just got a good mix of content and the war criminal stuff and everything, and just, yeah. It's a good history there, I think. She's always been good with her content. And I'm just going to press submit again, because I don't know if it actually submitted. But I'm going to assume that's all good. Yeah, that is my votes for 2023's VTuber Awards, hosted by Fillian. And yeah, I feel like it's definitely going to be a kind of a pattern with people that is really going to be who you're the most familiar with, I think, more than anything. There's quite a few like standouts in categories than ones I've just never even heard the name before. But I guess that's going to apply for a lot of people. I think it's especially awkward with the where are we at? Oh, it was somewhere. The up and coming one, Rising Star. Oh no, not Rising Star, sorry. Hidden Gem, that's what I meant, yeah. Because, I mean, less than 100 average viewers, I mean, that's still, like, if you've got 90 viewers or something, you're doing solid. But that doesn't mean most people have heard of you, obviously, so I feel like it's going to be an awkward one to vote on for a lot of people. But yeah, it's interesting, there's a fair few people here, like, yeah, there's a few names that stand out a few times. Some I would have expected to see. Like, I'm kind of surprised that Gura's not here at all. Gura. I guess she hasn't really been streaming lately, so that's probably impacted it a little bit, maybe. But she's, like, one of the biggest VTubers, like, numbers-wise. Minus, yeah, not really streaming as much lately, but I think she has, like, I think she's the biggest VTuber by subscriber numbers. So I'm surprised to not see her here. And then I guess, yeah, only really a couple of Hololive people on the JP side. Had Core and Marine. I don't know, it's probably more balanced something. I feel like there's a lot of VTubers who can make it into this. Like, you don't want to give too many choices. But I do feel like a lot of these categories could have like at least a couple more. Yeah, I don't know, there's a... Yeah, I don't know, I guess you can only fit so many people across all this. I guess I was thinking like there's a few people from both Niji-Sanji and Hololive I kind of thought would maybe pop up more. Because some of them are just like a bit hard for me to judge. Especially one like, where are we at? Yeah, most dedicated fan base. I think that's one that's hard to judge as well. Like it's, yeah, I get, yeah, sorry, I'm repeating myself a bit, I'm just noticing more and more like, the way this kind of ends up being is very much like who you're most familiar with, I think, in a lot of cases. Like with, like fanbase wise, right? I've seen Shoto about a bunch of times, but I've never watched his stuff, so I wouldn't have any idea about his content. I mean, I can speak. I wouldn't have any idea about his fan base. So I've seen Numi about a bunch, I've seen clips of her and things, but I don't know why her fan base is in this, for example. Like, even though I've experienced some of her content, I'm not familiar with her having, like, a dedicated fan base more than anyone else. Like, and then, like, Vox, with the type of content he does, I guess that doesn't surprise me, but I don't really care for the type of content he does. Kind of weirds me out. Whereas I've seen the most of Gura's content, and yeah, she's definitely got a dedicated fan base. But yeah, I think that'll do it. That is my votes for the 2023 VTuber Awards, hosted by Fillian. Which I just realized, Fillian's not in any of these, is she? Which I guess if it's hosted by her, maybe that makes sense, but I think Fillian absolutely should be in a couple of these categories. She is very unique when it comes to VTubing, with her constantly doing like 3D room scale type of setup and ridiculous amounts of energy. I really think she should be in the VTuber of the Year category. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Just something a little different. I don't know how interesting this will be, so feedback appreciated, because I think I'll do the Game Awards as well. Just, you know, just something different. So, yeah, if you guys like this in any way, I can do more of these in the future, maybe. Just, so it's not like the most creative or anything crazy different, but it's just something a little different, you know? Yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Be well, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in something else soon. Bye-bye.